Well, I got involved in this film originally through Blumhouse and then Scott Cawthon. And then once I was attached to direct the film, I got to meet Bobby and the rest of the Jim Henson Creature Shop fantastic artists.
And I worked for the Jim Henson Company, so when we got the bills, that's when I started working with Emma.
Oh yeah, I definitely played the game. Did you play the game, Bobby?
So I tried to play the game. I'm not a gamer, so I ended up watching the playthroughs on YouTube.
Yeah, there's so many great videos you can watch of other people playing it. You know, Scott was on set, and even when he wasn't on set, he had access to viewing the footage as we were filming it. And I think in terms of requests that he had, I think it was more just like being in the loop with the overall process, and if something came up, we could talk about it in real time, which was great. I think, you know, once we started filming with the animatronics, he had a really, you know, keen eye as to, you know, whether or not he felt like they were moving right or not. So if there were any adjustments to make, again, he would be there to let us know, which was great. But for the most part, I think it was, you know, we had done so much work with Henson's Creature Shop leading up to production, and he was really happy with how they turned out. So we were in good shape.
I think the main thing that we focused on were the colors, the textures, the aging, so that they looked like they fit into this world. So when we were creating Foxy, one of the biggest challenges was making him be able to walk around on his own because he is a full animatronic. So figuring out the rigs to get him to walk, how the puppeteers are going to be placed. Foxy takes 6 puppeteers when he's all up and running. There's a puppeteer on his head, his arms, neck and torso, a puppeteer on each leg, and then someone controlling him actually walking. So it's very impressive when he's in his full glory. With Chica, I think it was really the textures. It was trying to get, you don't want it to be one note, you want it to have different values in the light, you know, something saturated, something shiny. And even just designing the bib, like that was kind of we went back and forth for a while, and it's such a simple thing, but...
We did. We scrapped a whole color palette just for the bib and made a modification, yeah.
Freddie, I mean, he's the star of the show, so we spent a lot of time on Freddie, even just picking out the fabrics for the hat and the tie. Bonnie, same thing. We really wanted to nail the color, and so that's one thing that we went back and forth with Scott a few times to make sure that we nailed the color correctly.
Knowing the fan base was big. You know, I think we knew there were so many fans out there who were excited for the film, but we were really concentrated on making our days every day, which was a huge task. So I think we knew that, and we were excited about that. We all felt like we needed to get it right for them, and that was a huge drive. But we were also just all working so hard every day to make it the best movie that we could. So there's not that much time to start thinking about the outside world when you're in your little movie making bubble. So I think that, for me anyway, I didn't take on that pressure too much just because we had such a big task at hand. Oh man, I don't know if any adaptation can ever be perfect, but I think we were really wanting to make a film that the fans would love. So that, you know, in relation to the animatronics, that was a huge part of it in terms of getting the designs right and making sure that those characters really felt special, unique, wonderful, scary, all these like wild things that they are in the game.
I think the biggest challenge is staying as true to the characters as we can. I mean, we're making them for the fans, so we want to bring to the table what the fans want to see. And we want to stay as true to Scott's designs because they're so incredible.
But also that we were all finding ways to bring in Easter eggs and, you know, and bringing in the elements of the lore that, well, I think keeping an eye on the monitors and on the walls of the pizzeria would be a good thing to do. You might see something there that you don't expect to see.
I have a job for you. They shut it down years ago.
Give me your hand.
All you have to do, keep your eyes on the monitor.
館内の警備の方にお知らせです。
Hello?
夜が更けますと
当レストランのマスコットたちがあなたに危害を加える恐れがありますのでご注意ください。
Back in the 80s, some kids went missing. The police searched Freddy's. Hey! They never found the kids.
Killing innocent people? Tell me how to stop them.
彼らと楽しい5日間をお過ごしください。
ファイブナイツアットフレディーズ
見つけた。